What's up, guys? This is the story of how I put 80 pounds on my raw bench in a 4-month period, and one of my first experiences with do more so that you're able to do more in training. So the year was 2016. I was down in Ohio for the first time, staying with a friend, trying to train at Westside, and there was an Elite FTS seminar. And I went there, hung out, wanted to talk to Dave, and Dave was asking about my bench. And then Dave was asking about why my bench is so shitty. And I wanted to give him I have my banged up shoulder from motocross, I got my banged up elbows from motocross, my elbows hurt so much, blah, 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 blah. And he just looked at me like I was being a fucking pussy, because in his mind and in hindsight, yeah, I definitely was. And his response was, well, do you train your triceps? And I'm like, yeah, I train my triceps. And he's like, he grabbed my arm and he's like, look how fucking small this thing is. You do not train your triceps. And I was like, yes, I do. Like, I train triceps twice a week. I train them hard. I train them every single week hard. And he's like, no, you don't. And eventually he got me onto a bench. He wanted me to do rolling extensions. And I pick up 20s for rolling extensions. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing using 20s for a rolling dumbbell extension? And my response was like, well, it hurts if I use more than this. And he's like, exactly, use more than that. You're getting nowhere with 20s. You're not doing anything with the 20s. And he sat me down. He handed me a pair of 70s and got me to do them. And it was like, that first set fucking killed. It sucked. My triceps were like done and smacked and just completely roasted. But he's like, okay, do another set. And like that set, the elbows hurt a little less, although my triceps were totally fuckled. And he's like, do another set. And the elbows hurt even a little bit less, just because I was getting them to actually load, I was getting the triceps to actually work, I was getting the elbow joint to actually do what the elbow joint needed to do. And my elbows continued to do that once I got back to Canada. My elbows got better and better and better, and eventually I was doing rolling extensions with 150s, and my elbows, the pain was completely gone. I didn't have pain on the squat bar anymore. I didn't have pain pressing, period, in my elbows, and my bench was just chugging along. Like, when I went down to Ohio, I was just barely a 400-pound like bounce and go raw presser, and I worked my way up to 485 that prep and before I put the shirt on. And it's just like, I was missing out because I did not understand that I actually needed to push harder in order to feel better. I didn't know that pushing harder was going to be the answer. I didn't know that challenging myself was going to let things feel better, just because I was surrounded by people who were telling me, you hurt because you're doing too much, you need to do less. And it's like, if we start doing less with a painful body part, we're only going to be able to do less and less and less and less as we go. So it's like, guys, if something hurts, yeah, just loading up and just hitting the heaviest rolling extension you possibly can if your elbows hurt, probably not the best call or the smartest call. But totally avoiding it and totally avoiding challenge, that is going to be an even worse call. And it's like finding the amount of work, finding the amount of load that you know you can handle, and then handling it and going. And that is going to be how you get something that is painful to feel better. And yes, there will be some nuance, there will be some strategy, and there will be some stuff that I cannot get into situationally because this is a YouTube video where I'm talking at the camera. But I want to just give you guys the big picture where you can understand this is what I should do to move forward. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you got something out of that. Thank you so much again. Please share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Peace. Don't be afraid of training.